to our exciting week at Vacation Bible School. Our theme was Maker Fun Factory, created by God, built for a purpose. We had a blast and are excited to share our fabulous week with you. Our day one Bible memory buddy was Decker. Decker is a decorative crab and shows us that animals are makers too. He decorates his shell by sticking little bits of seaweed, sea sponges, and even little animals into it. Decker's making skills are a good reminder that God made you, and everyone says, our Bible story told us that God made the world and everything in it. God made all the parts of our amazing bodies, including our legs that jump, hands that wave, eyes that see, ears that hear, arms that hug, hearts that love, and our unique fingerprints. Our key verse was, "Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex." Psalms 139, verse 14.
Our day 2 Bible memory buddy was Tina Termite. Small little termites like Tina can build big towering mounds. Each mound is like a city. The top of the mound has a chimney, surrounded by tunnels and paths. They grow a fungus garden inside and even have a temperature system that's like air conditioning. They do it all for the good of their colony and are good reminders of how God will go to great lengths because God is for you, and everyone says. Our Bible story was from Joshua 1:2. Joshua was the new leader of God's people and was ready to lead his people into the land. God had promised them. He sent spies into the land to scout things out, especially around the town of Jericho. A woman named Rehab had hid the spies on her rooftop. Rehab needed help. She said, "I know your God is the one true God. When your army comes back, please save my family." The spies told Rehab to hang a red rope from her window so they would know where to find her family. Our key verse was, "If God is for us, who can ever be against us?" Romans 8:31.
Bubba the humpback whale was our day 3 Bible memory buddy. Humpback whales like Bubba get together and blow bubbles to round up their food. Bubbles are just air. We can't see air, but we know it's there. Like when the wind blows the leaves in a tree. We may not see God right next to us, but we can know He is there. He puts loving people in our lives. They're great reminders that God is always with you. And everyone says, our Bible story was about Gideon. Gideon was riding in a wine press hiding in a wine press because he was afraid. The enemies had taken over God's people and left the Israelites to starve. An angel of the Lord spoke to Gideon about rescuing Israel, so he called an army together, but God said Gideon had too much warriors, so he said that anyone who was afraid and anyone who drank water straight from the stream needed to go home. That left only 300 men against the huge enemy's army. Gideon gave each person a ram's horn and torch. They surrounded the army, blew their horns, and held their torches. They surprised and scared the large army. They started fighting each other and ran again away. God was with Gideon's army. Our key verse was The Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9.
Skylar, a power bird, was our day 4 Bible memory buddy. Power birds go on an enormous amount of trouble and detail to create fancy little homes for their mates. They decorate with shells, feathers, flowers, petals, and even bits of brightly colored grass and plastic. It's a great reminder that God made a beautiful home for us and that God will always love you. And everyone says, our Bible story was about Jesus. He had a special dinner with his close friends, and he knew that one of them was going to betrayed him. After dinner, Jesus went to the garden to pray, where he was arrested. He was condemned to die like a criminal, even though he had never sinned. He was nailed across and died. His friends took his body and put it in a dark tomb. 3 days later, a few friends went to the tomb and found it open. Jesus' body was gone. The angel said, "He isn't there." He had risen from the dead. When Jesus died on the cross, he defeated sin. He had came back to life. He defeated death. Then he believed in Jesus. He'll always be with us here on earth, and someday we can live with him forever in heaven. Our key verse was, "Your infalling love will last forever." Psalm 89:2.
Our day 5 Bible memory buddy was Abby, a mason bee. All mason bees tuck their eggs into special little nests. Abby's are particularly unique because she prefers to build with flower petals. The reason behind Abby's method of building isn't fully understood, but she definitely plans ahead and prepares everything her babies need to grow into healthy grown-up bees. It's an excellent reminder that even though you may not fully understand why God made you for a reason. Our Bible story is about Abigail, who loaded up her donkeys and traveled to bring peace to a tense situation with David. It reminds us that God has a reason for our own lives, and we are built for a purpose. We are not alone as God is with us. Our key verse was, "For I know the plans I have for you," says the Lord. Jeremiah 29:11.
Each night we enjoyed talking and eating with our church family. Thank you to Dawn, Pam, Wendy, Audrey, Gina, and Kelly who helped with dinner. We began each day by participating in sounds wave, sing, and play. Lan, Victor, a guy who's successful at everything except inventing, joined Gina. At the start of our day, we got to see how Lan can feel like the world is against him, can't find any more to help him, and worries about disappointing his mom. On the final day, he needed to come up with a purpose for his invention. Rachel helped us learn different songs. We enjoyed dancing and working on the actions we are going to share with you today. At Bible Discovery, Nora, Nicholas, and Trenton helped us learn more about the Bible. We had a Bible story each day that helped us understand how important God is in our life each day.
We collected a daily offering. Our offering is going to be given to Goodrich Village to help them buy a new fire ring. decorating crew did an awesome job of creating our factory. Thank you to both Jenna's, Cheyenne, and Kara. We had crew leaders who took us to our different stations. Here is Amy's group. Here is Anne's group. Here is the preschool group. They had fun using 3 rooms in the basement to do various activities and learn more about God. Thank you, Crystal, Pat, Jill, Lynn, McCall, and Liz for all your help. Here is Jesse's group.
At the Imagination Station, we had fun building different art projects with Cheryl, Karen, Michelle, Olivia, and Madison. On Sunday, we made a picture of ourselves. We were able to reflect about how God made us in wonderful ways. On Monday, we built amazing structures with connected gears. They helped remind us that God supports and builds us up. Spin whirly gigs spin with a breath of air. They remind us that God is always with us even though we can't see him. We made them on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we made decorate bots. We were able to watch them go and stop and be assured that Jesus' love for us will never end. On Thursday, we put together perplexers that reminded us that God made us for a reason, even if we don't know what that reason is yet. At Kidvid Cinema, Darla, Whitney, and Lori shared and discussed a video with us each day. On Sunday, we watched the Lego robotics team who worked on complex creations. They shared how we are complex creations made by a loving God. Addie conquered her fears on Monday. She had to trust God as she did horseback tricks. On Tuesday, Austin, Josh, and Alex showed us how they created buddy benches at school. Wednesday's video was about Kylie, who was sad because he found out he had diabetes. He had to remember that God is with him in good and bad times. On Thursday, Max showed us that God made him with incredible mind. He can use his gifts to do big things.
Each day we had a different snack at the snack factory. Sally, Chad, and the snack service made our snacks, which went with the lessons we were learning. On Sunday we had maker mix with animal crackers, fishes, and gummy worms. On Monday we made a marshmallow fort. Mozzarella roll-ups were yummy on Tuesday. On Wednesday we had s'more of God's love, and on Thursday we had nacho plan. Everything was really yummy. Game makers had great weather to be outside each day. We enjoyed playing kickball, sharks and guppies, and freeze tag, and water games. A big thank you to Ross, Mary Beth, Christian, Troy, Shelby, Nick, Nolan, William, Braden, Kellen, Alexis, and Audrey, who helped us enjoy our time outside. We ended the day participating in Fun Shop Finale, where Gina recapped our busy evening and then dismissed us to go home. Thank you to Pastor Mark, Gina, and all the other helpers who made our week awesome. We thank you for giving of your time and talents for us to have special time at Vacation Bible School. We hope you enjoyed our video and remember God made you. And everyone says, God is for you. And everyone says, God is always with you. And everyone says, God will always love you. And everyone says, God made you for a reason. And everybody says,